back to the shop. It is sunny outside and that's a darn good thing. This is a great guitar build up. I'm Darren, Alpine Heights. Hold on, we're doing some fun stuff today. All right, Solar Ease Grain Seal Filler Coat 3. Sound ready. What's up, guys? This is Isaac, my cousin. He's helping me with all the wiring because he's a genius and a mad scientist.
I don't know about that.
What are you up to, mad scientist?
I'm just finishing up these connections here. Got my schematic.
Nice. So there's a North Pole and a South Pole, huh?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Darren's really happy that I bailed him out because I had this neck plate here.
That saved the whole.
This neck plate.
I was good to go. I would have finished tonight, but you know, without that neck plate, I was hosed.
Darren would have never finished this guitar. I'm glad I could contribute something.
And it's awful nice of me to let you do that. So
yeah, well, I wanted to learn from you.
I'm obviously the master. Put in 1,000 parts and didn't put on the tune.
I really don't.
God.
Okay, guys, so here is some takeaways from the project. Yeah, here it is in all its beauty. Feels nice. Looks nice. Guess I don't need glove. I just got done putting the strap buttons on. Yeah, it's gonna work. All right, so yes, we made it. Today is the 8th. And if you'll recall in episode 1, that's the day I wanted to be done. So let's do the takeaways. First off, if you're gonna build your first guitar, don't attempt it in 10 days. That was a bad idea. Learn from my mistake. Mistake number 1. I pushed myself a lot of times 3 or 4 hours of sleep trying to make everything happen. Takeaway number 2. You're not just building a guitar. You're building a lot of templates if it's your first time. How many templates? Let's find out. 1. You know what that one is? Hang this bad boy up. That looks nice. 2. Body template. Draw the outside. 3. The inside portion of the control cavity. 4. The control cavity door. 5. The inside portion of the control panel door lands on. 6. Whatever this contraption is. Truss rod thingamabobber. 7. 8. Couple pin router things we were lacking. Inserts. 9. A thing for me to set my neck on. 10. This happened right before the build. I went down to Isaac's and he used the CNC to cut this out for me. We also modified sled to do our Stumac truss, our slots. I don't know, escapes me right now, but you know, and then there was putting a machine together so we could cut a compound radius. A lot of different things. What I'm trying to say here is you're gonna have to be diverse, and there's a lot of different things you're gonna have to overcome, because every different person, every different builder, every different carpenter, it doesn't matter which trade you're in, everyone's going to go about something differently. And the reason is because we all have a different set of skills, a different set of tools, and a different set of ways that we were taught when we first started and we first built the foundation of who we are as a craftsman. That defines who you are for the rest of your life, and you will fall back on those things. You'll pick up new skills and new things along the way, but everyone will do things different. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. But you're going to have to use your skills, your tools, what you have available to you to make it happen. I watched a build, some guy in the build, he did everything with just like hand tools in the garage. It was amazing. So whatever you got, that guy right there shows that you can build your guitar. You can do whatever you want. You don't need a full shop. You don't need to be a cabinet builder. You can do this with way less. I just so happen to be able to use those tools to make a guitar. So you're gonna have to be diverse with what you have, I guess, would be that takeaway. Yeah, limit the amount of getting distracted on other things. It was a really bad idea when I'm pushed for time to be pulling out a handheld CNC machine to make these two little things. I could have really spun these and made them round enough to drop into that insert in probably 3 or 4 minutes, and I probably spent 2.5 hours. I know it doesn't look like that in the video, but you know, or the compound radius jig that I set up on my edge sander. Really not necessary. That took me 1.5 hours to set that thing up. And then it took me 2 minutes to put the thing on. Well, I should have spent 15 minutes and done it by hand. But you know, those are things that you learn, and all those things I loved it, so it's okay. So those are kind of the takeaways from it. Let's talk a little bit about the product. Where did we end up with? Well, we ended up with the guitar. That was the goal. But that means so much. What is that? Because you can buy a guitar for $120 at Walmart. I would like to say this is worth a little bit more than that. but it's also not, in my opinion, an elite high quality guitar. Number one, because my finishes were just not good enough. They're just not good enough. It's going to take some practice for me to do it. And I was lacking some of the buffing pads. I was lacking the right compound. Is it nice? Sure, it's beautiful. But I know the potential of what can be done, and I'm always pushing myself to reach that potential. I love it. I'm happy with it. There's definitely some things I would change, and I will when I do my next one. That's the great thing about doing this. You learn as you go. For a very first guitar, am I proud of it? Yes, I would say I'm proud of it. I asked a question for you guys to pick white or this color. Most everyone said white. I hate it too, just so you know. That thing's gone away. It's just so gone. The white one didn't look any better either, okay? These dots I thought looked better than the white dots, and that's why I was stuck with this one. I've decided I have a leftover piece of my fretboard. I'm just gonna cut that to shape and use the same points where the holes were and get that thing, get that put on there. It'll look way sharper. I hate the black here. That's gonna go away. And I already bought a switch tip that's chrome, so I want everything chromed out. I wish this was brought up a little bit. I don't like how it looks that low. It kind of hides some of the difficulty of a job like this is that cutaway. Or not that cutaway, but that arch top. And this hides that, being that far down there. So those are my takeaways, things that I'll improve on my next one. My fret work is probably atrocious. That might even be friendly to myself. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's level and it's all fine, but I could have done so much better, and I will. But it's my first one. I'm gonna love it and cherish it. I'm gonna hang it on the wall. I probably will not play this guitar a whole lot, honestly. I'll play it some, and you know, on to the next one. That's what it's about, is learning from my mistakes that I made and then becoming better woodworker and a better craftsman. So, all right, guys, those were takeaways from this project. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this series. And I'm going to try to put some pictures of the guitar. She's a beaut, though. What do you guys think? Finish was brutal. That's hard. It's a lot of work, too. How long do we have to stare at this together? Okay, that's long enough. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys watching the series.